So you decide to macro anime expeditions, right? Because like the grind is too hard, like you know, it's too tedious or time consuming. So basically, I'm just gonna show you a few ways, or I don't know, ways that you can grind the expedition game mode, which I know it's a big hassle. Like it's tiring to do. So that's why I'm just gonna do basically a quick guide on how can you macro the expedition stage. I guess I can also show you the way you can macro this stage as well, the Itachi stage. Let's say if you have like 100 of these or like 20 of these even, you can macro this stage as well. It's not that hard. As long as you have, well, for the Itachi stage anyway, you need to have Unbound Megumi. If you don't have, then you might as well play it manually because in that stage, sometimes there are cases that the units will leak on that stage because it's a multi-lane stage and you can't defend it all in one spot. Well, technically you can, but it's kind of hard. So you might as well need this unit. So yeah, without further ado, I can show you, let's say, the way of how you macro the game, or how you macro expedition stage. Okay, so here we have my remote desktop connection. We have the tiny task set up here on the screen. So what just a quick explanation on what remote desktop is basically just it's not a mini computer or whatever, but this is basically another desktop where I can just view over. So it's basically I'm running two desktops in one in my computer. So basically we're gonna just go here, hop on Roblox. So I could basically just do whatever. I can play a different game or I can play the same game while this is my macro is running over here. And this might take a while, but okay, so I am on okay, so it's working now. Sorry, so I loaded in. I am on my alt account and let's say I want to grind my expedition game mode because this is a hassle to do. So let's just go to the expedition stage. We'll skip the tutorial. Sometimes 3 difficulty as well. So first off, on what you should do when it comes to macroing the stage anyway, the expedition stage, is just zoom out a bit and just look up, basically. Right? Just look up. Let's say around here is good. Then as for settings, just auto vote start. So you don't see the screen anymore. And just skip the tutorial here. Auto vote start. Let's say auto upgrade. You also need the fun. Not that one. You also need this auto upgrade place units, blah 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 blah, auto upgrade everything, auto skill, auto whatever, just auto. So, all right, let's start with the macro first. So, quick this disclaimer: as the longer the macro runs, sometimes shit happens basically. So, for example, like there's a case where this pops up, like the inventory pops up. So what you can do is basically just aim your mouse where it stops. So as for me, it stops here. So around here, right? Around here, there's oh, right? Yeah, around here. So let's start the recording first. So let's put our units down. So let's put go counter here, this guy here, Grimjaw here, you around here for the flying, then whatever it. Okay, right? Then just double click here, around here, if I remember. Yeah, around here. That's for the inventory if it just pops up. Now for the continue button, just click it around here. You don't need to spam, but it's just for safety. Around here, just click here. And for the next other continue here, just click it around, I guess here. Alright, you can end the recording here. Preferences, times 2 speed, obviously continuous playback. You guys know this, you guys already did macro, so. And then the recording button, of course, the playback. Okay. Now, let's just hit the F8. Okay, good. Let's watch. Okay, actually, before that, let's restart. Let's restart this so you guys can see the macro in action. Okay, so and it's lagging a bit. Yeah, just keep in mind when you're doing remote desktop, if you guys are already doing this, it gets laggy. So if you want to do this, I can just put it on the description or on the pin comment if you want to do remote desktop. But be warned, you might need a decent computer for doing the remote desktop. So, but if you're just looking for the macro gen, you can just follow what I do in this video. So for this, just press F8 to playback. Alright, watch the macro work. Just gonna put units here. Yep. There we go. So far so good. Then I'm guessing it's just clicking the inventory, the exit. For the exit button for the inventory, now it's just clicking continue. Then clicking the other continue as well. So as you can see, it works. It also works around when it's like you're just going to shop. Like where, for example, when you're going to a checkpoint or a shop, it does that for you. And when you want to click for a skill or a level up, it also does it for you. So you should be fine. Well, you're just gonna macro for the materials anyway, so. Well, this part is a bit boring, so we'll just like, I don't know, time skip or fast forward this a bit. So I'll just cut to the part where it shows the shop already, the next shop. Okay, we're approaching the shop now, so. Alright, this is what happens when when you macro and then when you go to the shop. This is what normally happens. It'll just do its thing. I'll just load and it'll just click the same continue, it won't extract. As you can see, there it's hitting the continue button, it's gonna hit the other continue button as well. There you go. And yeah, that's basically how you macro the expedition stage. It's really simple. It's basically just you have to know where to click. And this will keep on running until you lose. And then after you lose, you'll just repeat, do the same thing, place down units, and then just clear it until you die, basically. So that's how simple the macro on the expedition stage is really. So we can stop this one. I'm not really planning on playing or grinding on the alt account because I don't really like my luck there. So let's move over to the main account. Alright, so we are at the Itachi stage. As you can see, we have 4 lanes here. So I'll be showing you guys how to macro this stage. I only have 1 ticket, so I can't really show the repeated cycle. Wait, I forgot to remove the auto start. There we go. I forgot. I'll have to just add in my random free run here. You don't need free run. You just need to bring anyone, to be honest. But you can clear stage without my team comp. So this is how I beat it basically. I didn't use this guy. I used this guy. I used this guy, and I used this guy. Basically, these are the main units that I used for this stage. So what you also need 1 farm. So let's set up the macro, shall we? So what you need to do here is just record. Obviously, just click somewhere, then place down your senkus. Alright, then click the start game. Then I put my senkus on auto upgrade. I forgot I have the auto upgrade on, but it doesn't matter. Let's just fix the placements. Alright. Now once we have our units down, just put in the free runs around here. That's how I macro the stage. I put down the free runs here. There we go. Then my Goater just place him here. Place this dude here around here. Then for Megumi, who will basically kill the boss, needs to play here. Because the boss will just normally spawn here. Okay, now let's set up the auto upgrades. We want this unit. Okay, now we just need this on 3, 4. Now with this one, we want to click for Gouter here. Then put this on 6. Then for Megumi, around here, right? Put on 5. Actually, 3. Then put this on 4. 5. There we go. That should be fine. Then let it do its thing. The macro normally just takes around 6 minutes or 7. Haha, 6, 7. But it takes around that time. It takes around that time period because sometimes like if you once you have like Megumi fully upgraded and Maharaga will kill Grimjaw who's coming from the right side here. Because Grimjaw will leak obviously because there's so much units. And Megumi can't kill everybody, so Maharaga will do his work and kill the leaking Grimjaw boss. And the main gimmick of the Grimjaw boss as well is like sometimes like if you can't kill him fast enough, he'll just respawn, so it's kinda goofy. Alright, then the wolf spawns in. But this is the most boring part. I'm just gonna like skip. I'm just gonna show you I'm just gonna show you once like my stuff is fully upgraded and among other stuff. So I already know that I'm gonna kill these ones, even though it looks really close from your guys' POV. But my free run's pretty strong anyway, so even though it's a primordial free run, so just chill. Like, this stage is pretty easy as long as you have Unbound Megumi because basically Maharaga just kills anyone who any unit that leaks, and he's that strong. His damage also scales, so it's like, yeah, he's busted. As you can see on the top right, the top of the screen, see Maharaga is just clearing everybody. Now for the macro is just gonna focus on basically the macro is just gonna focus on pretty all the freedoms here. Yep, pretty much there. Look at Maharaga just clearing everybody. And then for the Dark Immortal or Zarif, he's just gonna kill him. Then as soon as like Zarif just goes into like free range, he's dead basically. Keep in mind like that Frida has like a big range anyway, so yep, Maharaga just solos the whole entire game. There you go. Zarif is dead. Now for Grimjaw, and he's also dead. And then he respawns again, but don't worry. Like Maharaga will just kill him again if he leaks. Like, dude, Maharaga, like, Megumi is just pretty much a broken ass unit because, like, you get 4 extra hits with, like, the wolf with the DOT, the bird, the extra damage, and then Maharaga with stun and just getting damage basically. But there are other broken units anyway, like Judar, who has, like, the best, like, long, I don't know, I would say, like, the best damage, like, the best DPS in the game because, like, he can just basically, like, he has like his range is basically the most insane in the game. Because like for example, you can just play. Okay, so while I was editing the video, I kind of didn't explain it properly, but so the reason why Judar is such a fucking broken unit in the game is basically once you max this guy out, right, and put them in the lightning mode. So for example, this is their spawn, right? This is like where I'm standing is their spawn. You can basically kill these units from their spawn. Then let's say if the map is like has too much, let's say if the map was made for Judar, he can basically just set up a big ass lightning zone almost for the entire map or the entire lane of the map. And so even if you have leaks, even if these leak, the lightning zone will just solve all your problems and just basically kill them in the long run. So he's almost at lightning farm now, so let's wait for a bit. This is like the most boring part when he's on ice mode. He's pretty mid when he's on ice mode, so let's just set him to none. So let's say this lightning orb is set to the, let's say it's set to Africa until America. That's how basically this guy is basically, that's how broken this guy is. So I could set this up into like a god spot as long as like the range or the start of the range until the end of the range. I can basically just set this guy up into a god spot. That's why my build on this guy is like basically just range and damage, because I want him to have to maximize like the passive, the lightning orb passive. You know, this guy is just stupidly broken, but hey, who do I know? In this game, I don't know, who do I know? There's never been a properly balanced tower defense game anyway, so there will be some, shits, there are gonna be some units that are just basically broken. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And this will just take a while though, but my macro time is normally 6 to 7, 6, 7 again, and 6 to 7 minutes basically. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The stage is pretty easy though, so I'm not sure if you can show the replay, but I'm pretty sure if I'm allowed to play it, if the stage will allow me to do the replay, then I can just basically show you. There you go, see, everyone's dead. Then the Grimjaw respawns, but Maharaga's just there to kill it for free. So you don't have to worry because Maharaga will just kill this unit for you and you're basically done. Oh, by the way, this macro though is not consistent. So the best time you can get this is like 7 minutes to keep this consistent. See, I can't do it again, but that's how basically how you can macro the stage if you have Megumi and Unbound on Megumi. Like, yeah. As soon as you got Unbound on Megumi, you can basically solo the stage pretty easily. I mean, you could pretty much macro the stage. You can solo the stage with Judar, but I don't know if you can macro, so I'm not sure if you can macro. Like, you have to do what do you call that? You have to like set up the thing. Set up this electric thing and then build it on another lane, then set up it again. Pretty much a hassle. So yeah, that's basically how you macro the last stage of Itachi. I'm not sure people made videos about this, but yeah, that's generally the idea on how you macro the stage. I can't show you, unfortunately, the replay, but you get the idea. Alright, so that's pretty much it though. So that's like basically how you macro the expedition stage. If you still haven't macroed the stage, or trying to find the time to set up, and then that's also how you macro the Itachi stage as well. If you don't you have a ton of tickets and are like too lazy to grind them, like too lazy to manually play the Itachi stage, that's one way you can macro the stage. And then lastly, for the remote desktop connection, you can just basically search RDC or remote desktop connection on Roblox or macro Roblox, whatever, and then it should come up. I could also send a video link down in the description if you're interested. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'm not sure if I'm gonna plan to make another one of these videos because I don't know. I'm kinda too lazy to make content on tower defense games on Roblox, because basically tower defense games on Roblox like this, like anime TD. It's basically like, for me, it's just like slop, to be honest. Like, I've seen a lot of people complain about the trade system, the economy of the trades. I could care less. I'm just playing. I know at the end of the day, I'm just got the anime tower defense top. Like most of the tower defense games most of the tower defense games in Roblox are like that are anime based is kind of slop. And like, as soon as like AA died and the Prime ASTD is, gone, I'm just playing for fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. So yeah, let's see if I'll just make videos on this game. So yeah, peace out.